Delta and American Express currently have 4 different credit cards that offer a companion certificate. The Delta SkyMiles Platinum and Reserve personal and business credit cards. And the companion certificate can offer some great value depending on where you choose to fly and whether you are using the Platinum card or the Reserve card to make the booking. As with the Platinum card, you are limited to an economy ticket, but with the Reserve card, you can book a first class ticket. Now, it can be a bit confusing when using your first companion certificate, so I thought I'd make a simple step-by-step video to try and make it a bit easier to understand what the rules are and what restrictions apply. Basically, I'll explain the ins and outs of the companion certificate and a few other points such as when the certificate expires, restrictions when making a booking using a companion certificate, and where you can actually book travel to. Now, after I've gone over all of the Delta companion certificate information, I'm going to do a quick review of my time spent at the new Delta Lounge at LAX. So if you do find this video helps you out, I'd really appreciate it if you hit the like button, as it really helps out my channel. And if you enjoy the content, why not consider subscribing? Also, if you want to jump to any specific section of the video, I've provided a timeline in the description below to make it a bit easier to navigate the content. Okay, so let's jump into it. So first of all, what exactly is the Delta Companion Certificate? If you have one of the following credit cards, the Delta SkyMiles Platinum, Reserve, or Platinum Business or Reserve Business card, you will receive a companion certificate for each card anniversary. And this is important to know, as if you are a new card holder, you will need to wait a full 12 months before you have access to use your first companion certificate. Now, once you've received your companion certificate, there are a few things to keep in mind. It is only valid for round-trip tickets. Any one-way or open-jaw trips are not eligible. The companion certificate is for a companion traveling on the same flight as you, the primary card holder. And the flight must be paid for using the eligible card that received the companion certificate. Also, the certificate will eventually expire. Basically, you will need to have booked and travelled before the date that is on the front of your certificate. Now, if you cancel the primary ticket or the companion ticket, both tickets will be cancelled and your companion ticket will not be reissued. So it's important to be sure that you will be able to travel on the dates you select, as it would be really annoying to miss out on your companion certificate. And finally, each round trip will incur taxes and fees that are capped at a maximum of $75. So is there a difference between the Platinum and Reserve cards companion certificates? Yes, there is a big difference. Basically, with the Delta SkyMiles Platinum card, you will be able to book a round trip on a domestic main cabin fare, which is basically an economy ticket. But with the Delta SkyMiles Reserve card, you will be able to book a domestic first class, Comfort Plus, or main cabin fare. So the companion certificate that is offered with the Reserve card is definitely worth a lot more than what the Platinum card offers. So once you have your companion certificate, where can you actually fly to? With the companion certificate, you are eligible for a domestic round trip within the 48 contiguous United States. Now, if you live within the 48 contiguous states, you will not be able to use the companion certificate to travel to Hawaii, Alaska, Puerto Rico, or the United States Virgin Islands. However, if you actually live in Hawaii, Alaska, Puerto Rico, or the United States Virgin Islands and have an address from one of these states on your SkyMiles account, you will be able to use a companion certificate as long as it originates from one of these states to one of the 48 contiguous states. So unfortunately, you won't be able to use the companion certificate for international travel. Now, what are the restrictions of the Delta Companion Certificate? When it comes to booking a flight with your companion certificate, there are a few restrictions on what fare classes are actually available to you. With the Platinum card, you will only be able to book seats that are in L, U, T, X, and V classes of service. Then with the Reserve card, you will also be able to book fares in I and Z when traveling first class, and in fares W and S for Comfort Plus. And it's worth noting that these classes may not be available on all flights. Also, seeing that the eligible fares are usually the lowest fare class that is offered by Delta, it is a good idea to try and make your reservations sooner rather than later, as they tend to sell out before the more expensive fares. Now, when you do book your flights, Delta specifies that most flights require up to 14 days prior notice. Also, there is a 3-night minimum stay and a maximum stay of 30 days for bookings that include a companion certificate. So that pretty much covers everything you need to know about the Delta Companion Certificate. And as you can see, it is a pretty nice perk to have and will save you a fair bit of money and give you the ability to share a trip with someone. Now, for the next section of this video, I thought I would share my latest experience at the new Delta SkyClub at LAX, which is one of the largest sky clubs offered by Delta and is over 30,000 square feet in size. And as I was traveling overseas, I actually got to spend about 3 hours there, which gave me the opportunity to get a decent look around and use some of the club's amenities. Now, the Sky Club is actually located on the departures level and is between Terminal 2 and Terminal 3. And once you've checked in and gone through security, you can head straight there. So when I entered the downstairs lobby of the Delta Sky Club, there were a few Delta employees there that offered assistance, and basically just told me to scan my ticket on their computer and then tap or swipe my credit card. And the credit card that I used to get into this Delta Sky Club was my Platinum Amex card, and it literally took me about 30 seconds to sign in. So from here, you then head up an escalator to the main floor of the Sky Club. And I must say that the lounge is very nice, and it is huge, which is good as it can get relatively busy at times. So in terms of food, there are 2 separate dining stations in the lounge, one at each end of the space. And there was some really nice food on offer. There was also a Starbucks coffee station that had the choice of drip coffee or espresso-based coffee, and it was quite nice. So as you can see in my photo here, I kept it quite simple and got some Greek-style salad, hummus, mini pita bread, jalapeno chips, and a Starbucks coffee, all of which were nice and tasty. Later on, I had a nice glass of rosé, which was from the complimentary list of drinks, and it was just fine. Now, if you want specialty cocktails or champagne such as Dom Perignon, you will need to pay for it. But the list of complimentary drinks is still pretty good. So seeing that I was on a 13-hour international flight, I decided to try out one of the shower rooms, and this is a first for me. Initially, you can go to one of the computers that are within the Delta Sky Club Lounge. And as you can see in this picture, there is a Delta Sky Club virtual queue. So all you need to do is press the shower button and sign up to be notified when a shower room is free and ready to use. And luckily for me, there was no one using the showers, so I pretty much just walked straight in. So the room was nice and private and had a toothbrush kit, shaving kit, a set of towels, and a hairdryer. And I have to say, if you have a long flight and ever get the chance of having a shower beforehand, give it a go. It's really quite nice. Now, the only negative thing that stood out during my time spent at the Delta Sky Club was the loud background music that they have playing constantly. The music was okay, but it was way too loud. I had noise cancelling headphones on and all I could hear was the background music. Anyway, that pretty much wraps up my video for today. Now, if you don't have either of the credit cards that I mentioned at the start of this video and are looking for some more information on both of them, then why not check out my detailed review and comparison of them here.